Come on, yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, yeah, yeah, yes. Say
What up, though? My name is Esham Smith. Some of you might know me as the Unholy, the Black Devil, Black Hitler, Mr. Spade. But I'm also known with two other guys, and we go by the name of NATAS. Now, this group was started in 1990, and we've watched the whole world go from the golden age of hip-hop, which was ran by the East Coast. Then it went to gangster rap, which was ran by the West Coast. Then it went down south to Southern rap, which was ran by the South. And when it comes to today, which is 2017, I've watched the whole industry do a 360, and now everybody and their mama has to make a music form known as the wicked shit in order to sell records. But let's get in a time machine. Let's jump through a portal real quick. Where does all this come from? Well, let me take you back to day one. It all started back in 1990 in Detroit, Michigan. It was three brothers that go by the name of NATAS. You had Esham Smith, Gary Reed, which is Mastermind, and Terry Jones, aka TNT, which made up the legendary trio known to the world professionally as NATAS, Nation Ahead of Time and Space. And little did I know, I thought I was just making up wicked rhymes. But who'd have thought, or who'd have even knew, almost 30 years later, I'd be creating a whole new genre of music.
1992. Life after death, man. You know? I made me a motherfucking 3-song demo tape. You know, after about a year or so listening to Esham shit, you know, that booming words from hell, the erotic poetry, and homie don't play. Oh yeah. You know, that's the shit I started listening to. You know, after the fucking Run DMCs and the Public Enemies, you know.
In other news, once again, a music group is being blamed for a teenager's death. This time, the group NATAS is from Detroit, and the controversy involves a rap song with suicidal lyrics. TV2's John Noel reports that a boy from Tennessee is listening to the rappers.
So I tried to kill a voice.
With 2 albums in the record store area.
Very, very popular, at least in the Detroit region. When they put a new release out, generally it's in our top 5 for 3 weeks to a month.
Well, it appears the word on NATAS, which is Satan spelled backwards, is spreading. Earlier this week, a 17-year-old Nashville teenager killed himself while smoking marijuana, playing Russian roulette, and listening to NATAS' album, Life After Death. But members of the group say they can't be held responsible for what others do while listening to their music.
Don't blame us because of that, you know. We didn't know the guy personally. We didn't tell him to do it.
I listen to him all the time. I wouldn't go out and kill myself.
Now, no one is saying listening to this kind of music will make a teenager go out and take his own life. The question is, what sort of influence does it have on a youngster who is already troubled and maybe contemplating suicide? Some psychologists say messages in music can influence the mind of a vulnerable teenager.
Teenagers and a lot of people look to their musicians as leaders and role models.
I'm not a role model. I'm not trying to make nobody happy. The bottom line is, when it comes down to it, regardless of the music or anything, you're going to be the last person to decide whether you want to live or die.
In Detroit News.
Now, NATAS is already working on its 3rd album, due out in April.
These gangsta niggas, town in the hive, town big, town big, town big, town What up? Yo.
Yeah, I've been went through this take man for the dreams, I'm telling you. The album gonna be off the hook, bro. I know it is. You man. All right, man. I'm at y'all now, man. All right, man. Show, man. Why should I come?
All it takes outside was here.
Jason. After you get your stop sign, I need you to exit out loud.
Once again.
I get free tickets.
Oh, okay. So with tickets, can I get a ticket, Eshawn, dog?
I got two, man. Come on, bro.
I know you remember me. Last up in Inkster. I'm at the record shop. Right there on Whiskey Avenue on Easter Road. Nah, it's like put it together. I know you remember me. My cousin opened up a show for y'all and shit doing some reggae.
Oh,
Remember? Now you remember?
Down in Detroit, dog.
Yeah. You want the man. My nigga man.
Bill.
In the clique. Couldn't stay down.
The dopest motherfuckers on wax.
Hey, y'all niggas know, y'all niggas.
My dear Smear, babe, I need you to go over one more time. What? Go over to Eshawn. Smear, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come back up in here, dog. First day. It's my nigga.
You know, I started listening to the wicked shit, man. You know, 1992, me, Eshawn, and TNT got together and did it, man. Life After Death. Recording that shit. Hell's Door Studio. And you know what the fuck that was? That was a tiny ass room on the east side of Detroit. Shaner. Yeah. And they're doing that shit, man. We ain't know, well, I ain't know what the fuck I was doing. You know, I was learning. You know, how to actually construct a whole song and shit like that. You know, motherfuckers had to hold the mic to rap. You know, recording in the tiny room outside the door or outside, all kind of shit going on in the hood. Motherfuckers getting killed, motherfuckers fighting, crackheads walking around looking for drugs, bitches hoeing. It was crazy, man. That's the shit that we was recording in the middle of, you know? So, that shit came out real authentic. You know, we put our heart and soul into it, and that was the ultimate stepping stone for NATAS. Life After Death.
They label it my title.
tracks like Dancing on Your Grave, the title track Life After Death, Bad Guys Never Lose, Hellraiser, Did It Like That, you know? It was some classics, man. And that Get My Head Together, you know? That shit is powerful music that I had no clue what I was making. Life After Death. Yeah, man, 1994, man. 2 years, let the NATAS bump.
Check this shit out. I've been all over the country, and ain't no motherfuckers live like Detroit. Check this out. We're gonna do a little chant, and since we all like that, let's see if y'all can keep up with this, all right? Check it out. Somebody say, nah, this shit on the stage. Nah, this shit on the stage. Each sound get 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 on the stage. Real life is
Y'all ready for this shit? Well, hear that shit come on your ass right now.
Quit flexing, man.
Y'all ready to do this shit? What's up? Yo, it's a lot of motherfuckers out here talking shit about E-Shine. But I'ma tell y'all just like this. See, I don't play that shit. When it's time to do my shit, I do it. You know what I'm saying? See, it's a lot of motherfuckers that just do go like this. Yeah, just like this. And when I say that shit, I want y'all to do it because y'all know the words. So check it out. Yo, yeah, niggas need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick. You need to stay off it. And all y'all bitches need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick. You need to stay off it. Real punk ass cops need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick. You need to stay off it. Got an FCC need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick. You need to stay off his dick. In your mouth, you know what I'm about. My dick's in my hand, I turn the motherfucker out. See, I came to get my rock something up to the fucking top. Niggas on my dick like birds in the early month. Nigga, I don't want nobody messing on this earth. A suicidal mix-up, poverty is my life birth. Each shot of unholy black devil with the big claw with the unholy shit. Come on, no. Can I get quick, yeah? Yo, can I get quick, yeah? I said, can I get quick, yeah? I see if I get wicked, niggas fighting when I kick it up. Niggas need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. All little bitches need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. This punk ass cop need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. All you bitches need to back up and fucking get smacked up. I don't like bitches, don't like it, just take jacks. Bitches got pussy, so they got another Christian, all the gangsters if you do. Fuck against the niggas, losing hoes. I thought you knew about that flow. Bitch, you got a gun, so because the girl is in the trick and the bitches all they could go is fucking on the dick, so y'all niggas need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. Y'all bitches need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. This punk ass cops need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. You need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. You know you love all the motherfucking cops. All I wanna hear is a and make the motherfuckers rock. Cause all the police brutality is gotta stop. Think something big, cause I'm sick of this bullshit, man. The devilish nigga with the info, man. Come in here, watch me post that man. That is so biggie plan. And I say, cops need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. And all them niggas need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. Them ass bitches need to stay off my dick, bro. You need to stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. I just need to stay off my dick, bro. Stay off his dick, you need to stay off his dick. Stay off my dick, 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 stay off his dick. Stay off my dick. Yeah, in Detroit, this motherfucker. Yo, check this shit out right here.
We made Blasphemy with the sick album cover, the skull statue, some scary shit, man. You know, it was so dope. You know, he had a statue in his room and he took a picture of it, and that was the Blasphemy album cover.
So getting back to the old days, So you guys dropped Life After Death in '92, and then you came with Blasphemy. And I'm saying that was really where I thought Mastermind really came into his own right before Liquid Drano dropped. But I mean, just the aggression and the intellectual ability behind the lyrics, you really came into your own. How old were you when Blasphemy dropped? You know, the gold cassette was a fucking classic. And how did cats react when that shit came out?
Dude, I think I was like 20 or whatever. Yeah, about 20. Young, ain't no shit. I ain't even know what the fuck I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? With this wicked shit.
Yeah.
This shit is deep, man.
Yeah.
You know? And shit, nah, this we on some grown up wicked shit. Nah, it's about to get real deep.
Yo, this one for my niggas. My niggas time don't break this shit down like this. You know what I'm saying? All the phony motherfuckers ain't been down to the same one. They still ain't know cause everybody knows me and my homies always getting high. And I'm really where I live, nigga, into a lie. I got much love for my niggas out of tricks. And every other country going up when I walk like things down, having all their money at. Every nigga how to get to their money. The police nigga don't know how to trick. And now they got the key cause I told them to be like, fuck that. I'm trying to lay back. And all my niggas that tell me go way back. Back on the I'm a Detroit old school crack slinger. Make more money, Pocket like sunshine, always sunny in the summer moon. Fuck that nigga. I only give love to the niggas who been out all day long.
And you can tell that we leveled up because it's the first song.
Yo, what's up? This Esham coming at you live from the West Coast. And we got a show tonight. The first show we got tonight is at the Key Club. And we gonna rock that biatch. So y'all check that out. And we'll be coming at you live with some footage. It's gonna be raw and it's gonna be out cold. Try to get some hoes on there for y'all too. Alright, peace.
Backing that ass for another fuck. You could just hear it. You know, the intro song. You know, I'm busting some shit. T bust some shit. E on it. And it was just a short intro type. Like, you could hear the level up. You know, you could hear it. And you know, that record just, once again, you know, produced some classics. Fucking up the program. We got with a band, did Booyah. You know, View to a Kill. Some more, you know, real life classics, man. Blasphemy.
Yo, we gonna rock this last motherfucking point for y'all. And see if y'all know what this shit is right here. Yo, turn that shit up, yo. Turn that shit up. I'm coming at you like Booyah. I'm trying to shoot up. Never had a double step. Let's go Booyah. Chill, kinda cool. Who you looking at? Ooh, I do my dirt. I got a dirty mind. Come on, good shoes. Sorry where your head's at. Let me take a shot. Show what you got. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, blah. Drop dead, bass head. I'm my life. Can't hang with your up that shit through the exit. We got my house as I make a house of home. I'm coming from the zone where the bad guys go. Life after death, can it be? You're blind. You can't see me. Coming at you like Booyah. Booyah. Booyah.
Okay, y'all see this black and white jacket right there, that RLP jacket? I was about to throw that. Y'all gotta bear with me because the videotape is old as fuck and it was stuck together. We had to blow the dust off this bitch. Yeah, Okay, yo, this jacket right here, I was about to throw it. But in all fairness, the dude in the front row had snatched the jacket out of my hand before I could throw it. But the security guards was about to jump in the crowd and snatch the jacket back from him. But in all fairness, I just was like, no, let him get it. I seen him later on downtown in the Jeep with like gold rims, like 30-inch rims on it, hanging out of the Jeep, you know, with the top off, with the RLP jacket on. So I thought that was real fresh. It's one thing I love about Detroit, you know. It's a great city when people were sticking together back then.
Yeah, man, 1995. That was that was a hell of a year. Hell of a time, though, for real life in general. 95, shit was going down, At that time, I was able to drop Liquid Drano, which is my first solo EP, in January of 95. The NATAS album came in 95. Closed Casket dropped in 95. So yeah, we was doing it. We was doing it, Do You Believe in God? Just, even I was against the whole shit, the whole album cover, the whole NATAS backwards, the whole title of the album. Yeah, I questioned it all. But once once you get in the middle of that production, Esham was doing, we just didn't stop. We just, went full speed ahead with it, and made some classic shit. The title track, Do You Believe in God? It's like one of the sickest rap songs ever. Do you believe in God? I'd rather be dead underground, covered inside some shit. I said, it was, young motherfuckers making real powerful statements. It's crazy. From the hood, nigga from the hood. Making powerful statements like that, asking you, do you believe in God, nigga? Tracks like Fuck Heaven, it's crazy. Can I R.I.P., and it's got some people's favorite songs like Pop Pop. And Fuck the World, so yeah, 95. Do you believe in God?
We just wanted NATAS to be accepted like punk rock. Like we wanted to come in hard like Alice Cooper, Iggy Pop, the MC5s. Like we really looked at NATAS like a punk rock band, and that's what we were striving for, You know, I admit, like, you know, it was a learning process. We actually thought we had something to say, you know, and we used to talk about it. Mind you, a lot of the shit that we was talking about was, you know, in our adolescent years of being unconsciously blind, you know, to society. You know, as we got older, you know, wisdom comes with age. So, you know, we was making those records, you know, just staying out of trouble. And you know, we spell wicked W-I-C-K-E-T. You know, we all knew how to spell the word wicked, but we felt like what we were doing was the opposite of what people actually, you know, tend to do today. You know, we spelled our album Blasphemy, B-L-A-Z-E, for me. You know, we know we could have spelled it like the word blasphemy, but we in our own little way thought we were not being blasphemous by, you know, not spelling these words how they were spelled in the Bible. And, you know, sometimes we went real hard with the rhymes.
Multi-millionaire, the devil's contract. NATAS once again. Hey, man.
We the shit. Don't know. Hey, man, pull up right here, man. Get a green leaf, man. Get a green leaf.
You think I ain't? When I am?
Don't hit this car. Right. Let me go ahead and get this green leaf. We on Shell in the hood. I don't know where the fuck we at in the hood.
I got it. We taping my nigga.
Right.
Going up in there, dog. These niggas tripping. They like, what the fuck these niggas doing? But I got you. Right. This nigga going up in the... He going to get a green leaf.
So we were talking about the spot on Jefferson, and behind the scenes during 96, 97 Devil's Contract, they were big time, you know what I mean, for real life Gotham.
Big up. That was a crazy atmosphere downtown Detroit.
You know, really? So it can be easy to open.
Next door to the hottest club in the city at that time, and now it was crazy.
Really?
The city didn't know we was there, and then, you know, for a minute. But soon the word caught on, and it was crazy. But Killionaire, that Devil's Contract shit, Killionaire, I feel like that's when I really came into my own.
Been drinking Remy like a motherfucker, but that's okay. Tell y'all like this, my name Esham. I'm motherfucking 23. I'm a black American. Black Americans were slaves, but that's okay though. We coming up in America, we get to get shit and have money and be free. Free thinking, freedom of speech, nigga, that's what America all about. Yo, I'm gonna let my nigga Mastermind tell y'all some shit.
And we just let that shit go like this.
What's up?
Just be rolling blunts, you know what I'm saying? Writing that shit, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay true to that shit, man. Stay true. I ain't got shit to say about these whole ass niggas, man. I done felt all that shit. I done felt all that hate.
What's up, nigga?
Y'all some hoes, man.
They some hoes. What's happening?
I'ma smoke to them.
You gonna smoke to them?
Blaze a blunt for all my victims.
We gonna blaze a blunt for all the victims, nigga.
Hoes, man.
They some hoes.
And I
as
know
you
it
can
not.
see, we ain't perpetrating, nigga. What?
Remy, what?
Remy,
This is for one of my
Mark.
bitches. Hey, man, this is for one of my hoes, man.
One of
you know
your
what I'm
hoes.
saying? I got mad at the world, and this is what I do.
Remy
you know
Martin.
What I'm saying? The bitch ain't here, you know what I'm saying? Where
the
that
bitch ain't here.
I think she living where?
Where?
What city is that?
Flint.
We getting autographs and shit, you know, what's up? Getting one
Flint. Right, we just did.
Flint is the shit. You think Flint ain't the shit?
Don't think that bitch ain't wanna ride with me.
The niggas up in Flint is the shit, right?
Them niggas the shit, man.
All that shit is the
man,
shit.
This niggas in the D was like Flint. You know what I'm saying? Saginaw, Battle Creek, all that shit, man. Them bitches give us love, man.
Bitches 2 in the morning. Let me tell you. Let me show you.
We still smoking. We still dope. What the fuck?
It's 2 in the motherfucking morning.
Y'all bitches sleep.
This nigga still rolling blunts, nigga. And y'all motherfucking sleep. Hey, this motherfucking dressing room small to the motherfucker. Cabaret style, nigga. Hey, one way in this bitch, one way out of this motherfucker, nigga. For real. Nigga, you ain't gonna want to perform here, nigga. This motherfucker is dangerous, nigga. Hey, what is Club Troy? Club Club Train, we up in Club Train. What's the date? July 2nd, 1997. Before the 4th. We lived in Egypt time. Knowing it.
Hey, we up in Flint, Club Train, doing our thing, ain't nothing to it, baby, you know what I'm saying? Me and Mastermind, he gonna rock this mic, show these niggas how it's supposed to be done, motherfucker.
Kill You Now, I feel like that's when I really came into my own on that album.
Really, you were really happy with your performance on that?
For sure, that's when I felt pleased with what I did and just let it go down there in the atmosphere, you know, like 20 motherfuckers in the studio.
Really?
You and that bitch showing off, you know, shit that you wrote. It was a good environment down there, you know.
Really?
It was crazy.
And where would you put your skills lyrically compared to the cats coming out at that time? Because there was a lot of competition. You're talking about when Proof was and them were coming up, and you guys were really the you know, the hip hop shop dudes were doing the thing, SV and all those guys. You really thought of yourself as a top MC, which you were.
Don't ask me that, you know what I mean? 'Cause I always thought that, even when I wasn't shit.
Really?
You know, even on Life After Death, I thought we was the best in the city. So you can imagine what the fuck I'm thinking today, you know?
As you can see, we up in the studio right now. I'm gonna take you through Gotham. As you gonna see, you gonna peep all this shit. Right here. Nigga got the sweet ass bar on here. As you can see, it's all blacked out. Nobody can see this shit. This real back cage style. On the outside. Appears to be nothing. As we go deep into it. All this shit is in effect. It's that live ass straight out of Gotham Studios. For all the people who don't know, coming at your ass live in the motherfucking fact, nigga. What? I'm gonna go through here. I'm gonna take you on the tour. Live as hell. Through Gotham Studios. We right up in this bitch. And boom, there go. We got that board. We got equipment. Got any and everything you need. I just came up here to get this beat on tape. Show y'all the motherfucking studio. It's another part of it. Yo, boom, there it does. Where it go down. Nigga just putting this shit on tape. See what I'm saying now? So I'm gonna tell you basically, like, I'm about to put this beat on and see what's happening. You know what I'm saying? How about that? As I work here. Let me see. Cuts it on. Let me see if this shit bumping. Tell me if it's bumping. Let me hear a little something. Play it back if it's bumping. Only wanna hear it if it's pumping. Hey, that shit bumping. Yeah. Yo, that shit banging. I'm gonna pop this bitch. Fuck it.
Still make moves on the street, it don't stop. Still got the connect for the goods and crack rock. Niggas hate my.
What's up, T? Hey, man. NATAS was making moves. Real Life was making moves. You know, we moved to a studio downtown Detroit. You know, that was like a change, a huge change.
I got to say, we get ready to perform out here in Indiana. It's all about that NATAS. If you don't know, now you know.
You know, studio full of people. It was like giving them a show when we creating this dope shit, you know. That was the first time we was in that position, to have a studio full of people or whatever. Everybody putting input in, you know. And it came out beautiful. The Devil's Contract, you know. I'll forever love that song, Careful What You Wish For. You know, Baller's Envy. Shit. We All Die. You know, HAN. You know, it was just a lot of shit that we made quickly on that album that's gonna forever stand the test of time. You know, it might be my favorite NATAS record. Multi-Key and the Devil's Contract.
By the time we released our third studio album in 1995, which was Do You Believe in God by NATAS, we all was in the groove of things. But, you know, the bottom started to fall out. That's around the time my brother was, you know, getting caught up in all his court cases, and he was just about to go to jail. And he actually did go to jail. He ended up doing 15 years in prison. And at that time, for the rest of that time, we still continued to release music, but it wasn't the same after his energy had left the company, you know, due to unfortunate circumstances. After we was able to shake the Devil's Contract, we went on to release an album called WW.com, which is Wicked Worldwide, which would be our 5th studio album.
So, first show that stuck out in your mind was 92 at the Ritz. When do you feel NATAS really hit their prime on the tour tip, on the show tip?
Shit,
because by the time WW.com dropped, you guys had the live band and everything, really ripping it up and setting the tone for that in the whole industry.
Oh yeah, it was going down in 99. You know what I'm saying? We got the whole deal and everything. Shit just took off like that, you know what I mean? We did went on that little Warped Tour. You know what I mean? That's 50 shows right there.
Yeah.
I mean, nationwide, from here to there. That was it. That was getting us ready for the world right there. You know what I'm saying? We was on tour with Kool Keith at the same time. So we was doing two shows, 2 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
2 shows a day. And shit, it was going down, man. You know what I'm saying?
What was it like touring with Kool Keith and them? That dude's insane, right?
Oh shit! I want some mess in them shit you can't get with. Pull your bag
legion of fans he got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put me on to that. So that was a learning experience for me.
Put the air conditioner on, but put
That's what's up.
Got real season with that. You know what I mean? And shit, after doing 50 shows. It was in my blood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back at it. You know
That's what's up.
What the fuck is going on, St. Louis? My name is TNT, and I represent NATAS to the fullest from Detroit. And I'm trying some shit like this.
We out here, motherfucking Frisco. Just got finished eating some motherfucking brandy hoes. It's alright, man. No MSG.
No jack.
Oh, look at this. Look at this fine specimen right here. Come on, get on. What you doing? This is San Francisco treat right here. And that's not rice or wrong. Look at the beautiful. Come on, man. We gotta find some bitches.
Because I recognize your value to the struggle. And I pray that Almighty God will bless the words that I speak.
On the Answer Rap movement, when you guys got out of town on tour, what demographic or what area really surprised you the most where the fans came out? Because everybody knew what it was in the D and in Michigan, you know what I'm saying? But where did you guys go that the crowd reaction really surprised you to see where you guys had fans at?
Oh shit. Definitely Midwest spots we hit. You know, like Chicago. But Denver, you know what I'm saying?
Denver's a big spot for the wicked shit.
Yeah, this shit was crazy, but what surprised me is the places, you know, that I didn't think we had fans, you know what I mean? Like on the fucking Chico, California, you know, shit like Tulsa, shit like that, man, you know what I mean? It just opened my eyes to the way this shit has touched a lot of motherfuckers, you know?
Yeah.
So, shit, I'm just here to be a part of it, keep writing that legacy, man.
Yeah.
Touch more fans, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking, the tour is great. I know you've seen the footage. We always rock the show. Believe you that. Everywhere we go, we give a good fucking show. And that's for real. And if we don't give a good show, you come back and see me. And I'll kick your ass for being a fucking asshole. Peace.
Shit, 1999. Wicked Worldwide. Internet just started. We thought we would just recognize that and incorporate it in the title, you know. We had some, you know, dial-up sound effects throughout the album, letting people know that we are ahead of time and space, and yeah, we see this revolution about to happen.
Yo, catch me out here, motherfucking Hollywood, dog. Me, Sean T. Who you? About to put this shit down, nigga. Come on. This your boy Mastermind, straight from the hood. Fuck all this Hollywood shit. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the D, from the ghetto. But we hanging out in this bitch, about to blow the Key Club up somewhere on Sunset, yo. Down in this bitch too early. Thursday night is going down at the Key Club. Started the motherfucking Tongues tour. What? Fuck the Warp Tour. This is the Tongues tour. Yeah. Like that.
So, you know, we called it www.com, you know?
Don't ask why. Don't ask why. I ain't bust out at night. I run up on the stage and I'm grabbing the mic. I be the one to put the chrome to your dome. See it take no wrong. Like your cell phone working in the own zone. The microphone blown to get blown. Or in the dome. I rock the sector on the dome.
Wicked Worldwide. At that point, we knew, you know, whole world knew about the wicked shit. You know, it goes back to, you know, like the early days of 93 and 94, you know, seeing the fan mail from around the world that Esham was getting, you know. As soon as I signed with them, I started seeing fan mail from overseas, you know. It was crazy. You know, people drawing pictures and just dedicating their love to Esham, you know. It was crazy. Fan mail, yeah. So, here comes 99. You know, we in a different situation, a newer situation. Once again, leveling up. And we got instrumental with it. Deeper with the music, you know. That was a hell of a time. Another hell of a time for real life. You know, we started Gotham. You know, that was just another part of real life. We had instruments, top of the line studio, making the best music we ever made in our lives. You know, not just me, not just TNT, but Esham was making a groundbreaking album too. At the same time, it was always like that, you know. So he was working on tongues or whatever, or yeah, tongues, and it went down, man. You know, Wicked Worldwide, it had classic tracks, man, like Telly Savalas, Don't Nobody Love Me, you know. Shit, one of my favorites, Like a Spirit, you know. My favorite song from TNT, Cyberkill.
What's going on, Seattle? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm about to drop some shit from the www.com. You ain't gotta go pick that shit up. Yo, I'm more feared than the Y2K bug. Got slugs of us. Those who don't believe that grade's been dug. Fuck rap, so I come through your phone jack to attack and molest and trap. Cause I got the high bat infested your system. Your program on blood. I'm fucking up your chest, taking over your motor, deleting your file. Your memory's been erased, and you're pretty shit you write. It's a bitter taste in your mouth. The screen's blacking out, your monitor won't show. Systems overload, your head's about to blow. I even a skull when you believe in the flow. And watch I put the ice taking beyond Cyberkill. It's Cyberkill, y'all. It's Cyberkill, y'all. It's Cyberkill. Cyberkill. It's Cyberkill, y'all. It's Cyberkill, y'all. I'll be all up in your face, controlling your cyberspace.
Forever Fly. Some good songs on there, great songs, you know. It was, I would consider that, you know, the best NATAS album, definitely up to that day, you know. And we toured with that album, you know. We went on the fucking punk rock tour supporting that album.
Niggas better have they shit like getting all motherfucking buzz and fucking with Mastermind. Same niggas coughing and falling out. Falling out. Yeah.
It was ridiculous bringing that new music to people who've never heard of us. You know? It was a good feeling. Yeah, man. We partied like it was 99 and it was www.com.
Now that's the funny thing about time, man. You know, it flies.
Yo.
What time is it?
This was the change. Word.
Ain't no need to check that clock. It's time to stop. Game over.
Game over.
Fucked up the game. Last motherfucker. How'd you manage to do that?
be confused with you still paying dues. I'm classic, losing my acid, staying on left it until I left my casket. My curve way Jurassic. I'm sick, getting sick. That's up my dick. I put on some slugs that doesn't look who you with. Don't get, go get split, never admit. And killers don't talk about the murder that the nigga get out. You don't fuck just a don't even ask me my religion or how I'm living. People want me to have a mic, turn my tip down and kick it. Rolling top on the mic, but I'm falling like body tight. You better be ready for war in the worst way. Really decide to fight. Biggest tight on the streets, so hold on tight. Feel your heat. Looking at me like you got something to say. No, it's not me. It's gonna be killed simply. Murder really ain't no sin to me. How many motherfuckers with me? Then I count 1 million enemies. Don't know what the fuck they talking about. We from Detroit, got too much fucking clout. They on my route. Down, murder, down, scream and shout. But when you right, I get on out. Cross that out, don't be close right out. Underground, can't watch me come out. I'm all out there, shit, I scream and I die. The haters get it for me now, and you better ride on. No. What? You the fuck up the rain.
We always looked at ourselves as being ahead of time. You know, that's why they always got our rhymes years later. You know what I mean? Or, you know, they always got it just, you know, like, oh, now I get it. You know what I mean? So it was always like some futuristic stuff that we was talking about. So around 1999, 2000, you know, I was inheriting a lot of beefs from other crews. You know, I ended up taking on a beef with Eminem, you know, and we was in a battle for lyrical supremacy, and it went off record and spilled over into the streets. And that's when I ended up getting into it with Eminem's crew, D12. We was on the Warped Tour. Tempers was high, you know. One thing led to another, and me and T fucked around and got our ass whooped. They stomped the shit out of me.
You see it? Wait. I'm just zooming in. Alright. Yup.
You got my shit fucked up. My fucking elbows too. They stomped the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? But in all fairness, me and T was fucking proof up on the side of the bus when all like 30 of his security and D12 ran off that motherfucker and gave us the business. You know? And it was a shame because we all was from Detroit, and everybody in the world knew that D12, Eminem, Esham, all that stuff. We was all just supposed to be crew coming from Detroit and just knocking the world down with this new form of music known as the wicked shit. It wasn't funny then, but me and T later on laughed about it. We looked at it like a football game. Like we got blitzed or something. I'm like, you know, Barry Sanders in the underground. So it's that Detroit shit. After that, me and Proof even seen each other in a bar at a bowling alley, which I invited him up to a bowling alley. We talked, and we squashed all our differences. And even he had admitted at the time, right before he passed away, got murdered, that we wasted a lot of time fighting and bickering amongst each other when we should have been the ones taking over the rap world together and showing the rest of the planet what Detroit had to offer.
Detroit, Michigan, best defense. With the football to blow out your brains. Detroit, Michigan, best defense. With the football to blow out your brains. Detroit, Michigan, best defense. Yo, the best motherfucker.
What up, though? We out in this motherfucking Fresno, California, about to do our motherfucking thing. We walking to the motherfucking venue. My man, motherfucking Mark Live. You know what I'm saying?
Representing NATAS, Esham, Mastermind, Cool Keith. We about to blow they motherfucking heads off.
Don't forget about the motherfucking new album,
Yeah.
Godlike. My man's coming out with some shit. Look out for it. Dope. Sniff it up your nose
There
like
it
dope.
is, see?
Mastermind.
It's your man Mastermind,
Where
you know
we
what I'm
at?
saying? The fucking Warp Tour on the West Coast. With the wicked shit. What?
Damn. Yo, I got it, dog.
Oh,
Look
damn.
up. Look up.
Yeah.
I'm the cameraman on this. Listen.
Ernie C. What up, though?
Ernie C.
From the
Up in this
motherfucking legendary Body Count.
Yeah.
We're rocking and rolling out here. Yeah, real niggas fucking
Ernie C
real
up in this
motherfuckers. You
motherfucker.
understand? You understand?
Rocking
Smell
out
that.
hardcore,
Smell that.
hardcore.
Tour 2001, Ernie C, Body Count. Watch for us next year.
Yeah.
So by the time 2000, 2001, 2002 rolled around, getting kicked off the Warped Tour, coming to the realization that we had just got into it with the biggest pop star in the world, having all this pressure on us from the rhymes we was kicking, the wicked shit, we needed something positive to grasp on too, to let us know that we was just musicians.
We in San Francisco. We just blew up the set. Esham, TNT, Mastermind, better known to the world as NATAS. Godlike coming real soon.
So we decided to name the next album Godlike. And I think that's when it all started taking a turn for me, myself personally, and just wanting to go in a more positive direction. It was like we was in the Garden of Eden and the game was holding the apple out to us and telling us to bite the forbidden fruit. Nonetheless, in 2002, when we was making Godlike, we just got kicked off the tour. A lot of money got messed up. We was all feeling really like down. We got in the studio, it was just negative energy, and we all was on the edge because of this beef and stuff, carrying the heat in the streets and stuff. You know, we felt like the world was against us, like somehow, you know, we were being punished for the music that we were making, and nobody was feeling it. So we all tried to put all our differences aside and move on. So we decided to put out Godlike in June, which is the 6th month. And this was, by that time, our 6th album, and we put it out on number 6 records, because we just like to roll and do crazy shit to fuck with people's head. But we was fucking with our own head, little did we know. And it started to affect all of our friendships. So we all decided to try to do it one more time and get back together and put out a record, and it was called End of the World. And that was in 2006. Because we just felt like it was the end of the world. And this was even before all the crazy stuff that's happening now with the world. You know, even at that time when we was putting out End of the World, we wasn't getting along. We wasn't the best of friends. Me and TNT, we ended up getting a deal with the End of the World. We went to New York and hooked the deal up. We was bringing Mastermind in on it. He just, you know, for whatever reason, did not want to do it. Maybe the money wasn't right. Maybe the situation wasn't right for him at the time. You know, he was feeling very constricted with his views about NATAS and what we were doing in music and stuff and entertainment. And he didn't do it. He ended up being on one song, which was End of the World. You know, even at that time, we thought that would be the last NATAS record, End of the World. But, you know, like I say, you know, it was just a rough time for the group. And that was the end of 2006, and we put out End of the World because we literally thought it was the end of the world. And we didn't talk for 3 years, and we all thought it was silly. We got back together in 2009 to put out The Vatican. The Vatican? Why? Because we God's children. We wanted to get back to having fun and just being hip-hop and just being heavy mental. So we got back together to form Voltron, the mighty group NATAS, to hit them with a heavy dose of underground spirituality. We come to terms with the cards we were dealt in music. We talked about it, we was all in a positive space, and we put out The Vatican. By that time, we had been through so much as an underground Detroit punk rap band. I mean, I look at NATAS like the Ramones. I look at myself like Nikki Sixx, Esham the Unholy, Mastermind the Hellraiser, TNT the Suicide Bomber. Oh my God. So we all was, like I say, in a really great space. You know, we started making music again, we started having fun again, and we all said, you know what? Fuck everybody, man. Let's do this for the fans. Let's do this for all the people who've been riding with us around the world since day one. Like I say, we all came to terms with the cards that we was dealt. You know, we all had a cross to bear, we bared that. You know, we still bear it. You know, we live by our convictions. You know, and we just wanted the whole world to know that we're just entertainers. We were sent here to entertain you. We just happen to make wicked ass rhymes. You know, and people would like to say they're horror rhymes. I guess, you know, we never claimed horrorcore, but they just called our shit horrifying when they heard it, because it was brutally honest and brutal and sometimes just over the top and testosterone driven. Anyway, that brings us to the 2014 release of Fuck Everybody, where NATAS was all together as one, and we was ready to get out here and attack the world with our music. But unfortunately, right after we finished recording this record, shortly after that, TNT died in a car accident right before Christmas. We still was able to release the Fuck Everybody, but it just took the wind out of our sails because we lost our comrade, we lost our brother, and we lost our friend. So, with that being said, 2014, the group NATAS, the final chapter was Fuck Everybody. 1992 to 2014, NATAS. Yeah. Level up, war. And I hope this brought some insight to you about the group NATAS, which is Nation Ahead of Time and Space, Esham, Mastermind, and TNT.
Detroit shit. East side. West side. North side. South side. All sides. Real life.